taking notice.
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, come on.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins got home that time.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. White.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Here we go. 180! 13!
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss.
Here we go. 180!
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo finding the rookie from Baylor, Jalen Hurd. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, Coleman.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down. This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Dalton picked off by another Horned Frog, Jason Verrett, and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Check. Hey, alert! No, check that. General West! Watch the run.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
11. 1, Omaha.
6-0 our score after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go. 6.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Hey, tight down. There you go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Hurd. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. 6. 11. Quick. Watch the twist. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Here we go. 180.
It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dalton picked off by another Horned Frog, Jason Verrett.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Garoppolo, a good one there for a 49er first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down, Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the 38, Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. That'll be complete to Breida. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both, because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football, because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Even. 4 down. Even. 2-2. Move.
It's second down. Dalton looking. He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
He's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Mixon with a first down carry. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Everyone go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. Regular.
Dalton up, play action. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
4 down. Check. 2 by 2. Move. There you go. 368. Raise the flag.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Play action now. Dalton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert. And it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Mixon will get it to start the second half. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. 180. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 180. Come on, baby. 21. Cut.
From the 39, Garoppolo. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, first and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Regular.
Throwing, Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
52, come on. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Goodwin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Three red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
There you go, 368. Watch this.
Dalton here from the gun. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get 34 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, alert! Hey, Haywood!
Garoppolo now. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Here we go. Wait,
Now on second and 16. Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
I'm going to run you over. 57 to Mike.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. Third down here.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Niners on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be third and forever.
Alpha.
Mike 57.
Hey, go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back over the... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big third down play there for the Niners. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
21.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Coleman now. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Here's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Dalton. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. But now it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Dalton bootlegs out. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. From the gun to give to Mixon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. As we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 4 yards to pick up, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
There's the part now.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
13.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to